Hey guys, it's Julie back here with Roxanne Richard. Did we call you Attorney Roxanne Richard?
No.
Or Roxanne Richard Esquire. Which one do you prefer? Okay. Today we're here to talk about taking title, ownership. And oftentimes, 3 days before closing, I'll have a buyer call me and say, how should we take ownership to a property? Which is really a question for Roxanne. So there's tenants in common, there's tenants by the entirety, there's joint
tenancy, right of survivorship.
Yeah.
Right, so there's actually basically two forms of tenancy. Tenants in common and joint tenancy.
Okay.
All right, and the difference is if something happens to one of the parties on the deed, husband, wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, parent, whomever, what happens to that person's share of the property when they pass?
Okay.
Tenants in common says if you were to pass first, your share goes to your estate.
Mm-hmm.
Through probate, through the court system.
Messy, yeah.
Messy. Joint tenancy says it automatically goes to the other person listed on the title.
Okay.
Your husband, your sister, your brother. In Massachusetts, we have a married form of joint tenancy. That's called tenancy by the entirety.
Okay.
Only married people can have that. And the reason why that's good is, think of it as joint tenancy on steroids, right? So it's a type of tenancy that's non-divisible by creditor.
Okay.
So neither a husband or wife's creditor can attach to the property. It assumes, in the eyes of the law, that that person owns 100%.
Okay. Don't make the assumptions that just because two names are on a deed, that when you die, what you think happens, happens. You really have to specify it. What a great opportunity when you are buying to determine what happens to your assets. If, God forbid, someone got, passed away or was I don't say attacked by a creditor, but was pursued by a creditor, and making sure again that we're protecting that asset in a way that you think you are. And I think that's one of the biggest things I see, I'm sure you would agree, is that yes, there's different types of ownership, but most people don't even understand what their options are or what they are. And God forbid, when it's time to figure it out, it may be too late.
Right, and I just had a case actually this week with that very situation. So also really important to know is if both names are on the deed, seller sells to Julie and Roxanne.
Yeah.
And it doesn't say after it, joint tenancy, tenants by the entirety. Massachusetts law presumes that we are tenants in common.
Okay.
So this week I had a widower come in to basically sign off to sell her home, only to find out that she didn't own the other half of her home, that her husband's estate did, and now we have to probate that estate in order for her to be able to close.
And that's already under agreement.
It's already under agreement, and that's the easier part. The harder part is they're a blended family. They have 6 children. He has 6 prior children that live out of state, and the relationship's not great. So now they're trying to figure that out.
So she's trying to move on with her life and is now stifled by the court system because of a different ownership that she didn't realize.
Right.
Yeah.
And the purpose is to control it while you can control it, and not to let others.
Yeah, because if you're doing it reactively, it's too late.
It's too late, and it's much more expensive to do it that way.
So in our theme of protecting your most valuable asset, protecting yourself and your family in a way that you deem logical, the way you want to do it. But the biggest take home, if you need analysis of yours, give Roxanne and her team a call. Contact information will be on your screen, and just making sure you protect your biggest asset. Thanks so much.